Hello there, it's Roger Retro Gamer here again. How we doing? Hope you're all well. I just thought I'd do a video response to Generation Pixel's recent video, Your Golden Year. I found it really difficult. So many films, so many games, so many albums, but I've narrowed it down. 2005 will be my year, but so many notable years, to be honest, but nothing that tallied up everything being released on that year, because I tend to listen to older music, R&B, what have you, so it didn't really count to have an older album with a game released on that year and a film that I watched on that year, so it all become a big bit of hard work, big mess, but never mind. So 2005 is my chosen year. First of all, film, Just Like Heaven. It's a film me and the missus see many moons ago. Went to the cinema and see it, got the DVD, watched it probably about a dozen times now. It's with Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo in it. Rom-com. She dies, doesn't know she's dead, blah blah blah. They fall in love, happily ever after, and all the rest of it. So anyway, really good film, well worth watching. And album would be It Counts. It was released in 2005. Simply Red's simplified, best of kind of album. Loads of classics on there. Holding Back the Years, Fairground, Something Got Me Started. Love a bit of Simply Red, quality. So the main thing is the game, and that's Project Gotham Racing 3. Now, being an Xbox lover, by the time it come around to Project Gotham Racing 3, at the time I had a 32-inch, the old big back telly, bloody great huge thing, wired up to Wharfdale surround sound speakers through an amp. Used to rattle the whole room if needed. But yeah, I had a big back telly. It was a decent one, Sony one, but I then sort of soon into it got a HD telly, and Christ, what a difference it. I remember just putting it on and letting the game play and just sit there watching it, and just how, and then watching the view of like, Christ, it's like 3D, it's a real world within a game. It's no longer flat anymore, and that's what really sort of stood out to me, going from a standard telly to that HD, and it's like real life. So yeah, so that was really cool, but it was a cracking game anyway. I love me racing games. There was plenty of trophies to unlock, and then you go through the different levels of trophy up to your platinums. So many cool sort of challenges, getting the kudos. So yeah, that's I just remembered back and I thought, wow, that was such an eye-opening moment to go from a normal telly, Xbox 360, and then to the HD sort of generation. So that was really cool. So yeah, fond memories of that. Spent hours and hours playing that. So I've got to say, honourable mentions go to, I did look at originally, I think it was, I've made a note, 2002, because a wicked album come out then, The Streets, original pirate material. So yeah, love that. Get blasting that out in the motor. 28 Days Later come out that year, and I remember going to a late showing in Basildon, I think it was, with a few pals, and really just that's one of my best films ever. 28 Days Later, absolute gore fest, and it's just, yeah, proper zombies, proper run fast, want to rip you apart, and a great story to it. But yeah, and set in the UK as well, so that was brilliant. And it was a year where I sort of opened my mind up to different games, and the notable game for that year, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. something I hadn't really played that sort of style before. I hadn't kept away from that. Was more into platformers, sports games, racing games. But yeah, so 2002 gets an honourable mention, but I kind of got to go with 2005. So, but anyway, it's a great video and a great VR. Putting that out there, Generation Pixel, and liking the channel, loving the content, and keep up the good work. And hope everyone's getting back to normal life now, and retro gaming, yeah. And collecting. So all the best to everyone, and thank you very much, Generation Pixel. And real head scratcher, just as well I ain't got any hair, otherwise I'd have worn it out. So anyway, all the best everyone, take care, bye bye.